Oh, HermitCraft Season 9. I forgot to set the stream title. I was like, I feel like I'm ready to go, but I didn't. I didn't set the stream title. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, so let's do that. HermitCraft Season 9 live for August 22nd, 2023. D.
Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Joe Hills.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Spread out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight, y'all, are my live streaming audience. In some cases, if you live in the United States, it might be this afternoon, y'all are my live streaming audience. But it being a Tuesday, there's no evening stream. We're doing afternoon stream instead. Some Tuesdays, we have a TCG Tuesdays. This is not one of them. Cub is busy this week, and the other hermits have some other projects that are eating up some time at the moment. So this is going to be more of a traditional base building episode recording stream. So, yeah. I feel like that's a good place to start. Okay. Let's see, while we are setting up the stream... Oh, I forgot to put the setting up stream sign up. That's how not set up we are. We don't even have the setting up stream sign visible. I was going to say that I need to remind folks that this is a viewer-supported stream and that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are currently $17 away from our first face camera expansion, thanks to the folks who tipped $3 during our earlier V-Rising stream. So, if you haven't seen one of our V-Rising streams yet, today's was a little bit slower and grindier because my fiance wasn't feeling well and couldn't make it. But basically, I went and grabbed a bunch of equipment that is going to let us basically rush several bosses next week. So next Tuesday morning's V-Rising stream will be... We've only actually fought one boss so far in the entire game, and we're like 4 or 5 weeks in, and then next week we might fight 3. So it's going to be a good time. Hope you stop by and join both of us. Apologies again that it was just me today. Believe me, I would rather enjoy the presence of my fiance as well. So, here's what we are working on right now. We got the rough layout in at the end of the last stream, and I started tweaking it. I'm not 100% happy with it. There's still stuff that needs to be fixed. You know what they say about bosses? I actually don't, but okay. Core concept, though. This should roughly function the way we're intending. If somebody does a soft plunge off there, they're going to hit a target that we're going to have here. I don't have a good marker for that right now. I should get some orange glass or something for that target. Burp, 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 burp. Do we have orange glass in here? Of course not. Why would we? We'll use the yellow then. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 dee, da, do. In this time of introspection, on the eve of my election. Okay, how many blocks is this in size here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we actually have room for... We have room for 2 targets here, maybe. 2 7-block targets. That's cool. Okay, great. No TCG Tuesday today. Unfortunately, Cub was unavailable to organize it today, and I asked if folks wanted me to step up and do it, and it looks like we are just going to skip this week entirely. We still have a lot of games left to play in Season 2, but we had a big week last week on the server, and I think some people, myself included, let some other things get a little bit neglected. I got a little bit behind on my editing as a result of that. Some other people had some other stuff they need to catch up on. So, yeah. We are going to not have a TCG Tuesday today. Instead, I'm primarily going to be working on getting the apron in on my pinball machine here. So... Okay, boy, there's just so much to do. I feel like in some ways the most important things to do are to just start... I want to start building out some of the playfield components, some of the posts and stuff. But I also know that we need to fix the curves at the top and make sure that the spacing is right. I've been fixing the spacing down here, extending the slings and all that. But this up here might need some tweaks. I mean, it'll certainly need some tweaks, but... Question is, how do we want to deal with it? So we definitely have more room than we did originally. In some ways, it kind of feels like we roll this back down a little bit. And then is that a zombie villager? What a weird thing to have spawned over here. We're almost out of rockets. We need to go buy those. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, whoops. So let's grab, I think it's 10 diamonds for a box of rockets. What a process. Okay. Box of rockets, 10 diamonds. Let's actually take some rockets out now. Okay. So yeah, I think maybe what we end up doing here. False told her Twitch years to come raid you manually. Oh, that was very kind of False. Thank you, False. Appreciate it. We will get ready to do a quick intro once those folks start rolling in. Hello, Total Jarn. Welcome, welcome. Can I do a, I guess I could stand here like this in front of the pinball machine. Manual False Raid. Welcome, Awkward. Glad you could join us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome, False Raiders. It's very manual. Everything technological is somehow disturbingly collapsing around us. Woo! Unofficial False Raid. Welcome, Lumiko and the Hidden One and John J. Swope, J. Parno, Shaw, Not Rune Erickson. Welcome. We are currently perched above my mega base for this season, which is a pinball machine I am designing themed after space telescopes and around the electromagnetic spectrum. Specifically, the 5 bands, starting with the infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, and gamma ray. The machine's going to be called Deep Field. I took the cabinet size from Spooky Pinball's Total Nuclear Annihilation. I had a Total Nuclear Annihilation in my apartment that I was renting from George Don't Panic Flip Fisher for a few months. So I measured that machine to get the cabinet size, but I designed the playfield and the art myself. The art I'm doing based off of a James Webb Space Telescope Deep Field image. Ooh, it's easier to see if I fly away from it. Whoa! Very pretty. I'm very happy with how that's turned out. We've only got one side done so far. Yeah, the mural looks great as the sun goes down, too. You can see Cleo's base in the background there as well. We're going to start getting a little bit outside of render distance at this point. So I'll just bring it back around this way. But yeah, so the pinball machine, this is... I did this pixel art myself, eyeballing a JWST deep field image. I'm working on the other side still, but I wanted to also get some ideas put in on the playfield. Right now, we are doing some stuff with the playfield tonight or today, depending on where you live. The front counts as a side. Oh, yeah. The back of the machine also has a huge warning label. I actually did the back of the machine first because my nearest neighbor at the time was our pal Etho. So let me show you what this looks like from over at Etho's base. I didn't want Etho, who lives over here. I'm not going to fly too close because I don't want spoilers in case he's working on anything. But yeah, so from Etho's base, you can see the warning labels on the back of the machine, the vents, all that stuff there. So this is my mega base this season. It's pretty big. It's actually 2 maps big. And you might say, Joe, why would you make your base precisely 2 maps big? And the reason for that is so I could make this little scale model here that actually directly... This is a map constructed by flying over that. Right now, you can see I've spray painted the name on the side of the unpainted plywood there because we haven't filled that in yet on that side. But I'm very excited about that. We're gonna do that eventually. But I really was happy. I didn't expect these letters to come out so good, so we're saving that side for last on the pixel art, with the covering it over with the space stuff. Inside here, we're gonna put a subwoofer here. Until the subwoofer goes in, I can easily fly in here as my mine entrance. I also have a copper farm inside of the plywood. The plywood is pretty thick, and so I was like, what am I gonna use all this space for? Copper. I do not have a totem out. That's an oversight. So anyway, yeah, this is also my mine entrance. I've got some amethyst here. I was telling False, like, hey, if you need a geode, just fly in and grab this one. So we're also going to be, over the course of the next few months, building out the components inside the machine. Power switch will go here. There will be a coin or token tray that goes here. The amplifier for the subwoofer will go here. The shaker motor goes here. And then there's conduit holes where cables and stuff run up into the back box. And then there's a bunch of circuit boards and stuff that'll go inside the back box here. We haven't put the art for the translight, which is it's a translucent light, basically, is going to go here, as well as the scoreboard. We've got just the basic LED back box screen as well that would show, like, shoot this shot or whatever, show animations. Welcome, Drew Baca, in the Discord chat. Welcome, Enzo, in the YouTube chat. Welcome, Space Demon, as well. But yeah, so right now, I realized that I made, when I was doing my estimates, because, like, converting something like this to Minecraft, my math was a little bit estimated. I kind of napkin mathed some of it, and I realized that I had overshot how far back part of this curve was supposed to go here. So while I was watching, you might have seen me listening in on Pearl and False's stream earlier, or streams. I was also removing a bunch of these surplus blocks back here. I need to adjust these curves to move them slightly forward, add some targets. There's just a few minor tweaks I need to make. Nothing too big. The playfield layout is basically set on the whole. I just need to adjust a couple things. And that's fine. That's nothing to worry about. So that is what we are likely primarily working on today once I get my rockets here. Did I set my status to open and streaming? Cool. Just in case Doc decides he wants to come bother me, I need to make sure he knows that I'm streaming, but also that I'm open to being bothered. As a courtesy, that status mod is something we have on the HermitCraft server. Oh yeah, here's another real pinball machine component, the lockdown receiver bar. You can see the plywood here. That's a cutout where the ball trough goes. When the ball drains, it gets deflected into this trough, and then there's a vertical up kicker at the end that'll drop the ball back into the shooting lane. Plunger would be positioned in this, so it can hit the ball in the shooting lane, which would have it fly up, curve around here, and up into here. Boom, boom. So yeah, so this is my mega base this season. If you're not usually watching my show from the False Raid, welcome. If you're like, well, what else do you do? I only have one shop this season, and that's, if you're a big fan of the Japanese film Ringu, I made the Sadako axolotl shop here, where we sell baby axolotls and tadpoles, and it's axolotl Sadako climbing out of a bucket. It's probably one of the funniest things to me that I've ever made. Although some people think that in Season 7, when I built the Ever Given and actually blocked commerce on the server and B-dubs had to go around, my functional model of the Ever Given is also pretty funny. But that was Season 7. So Season 9, in my opinion, this is my funniest build. But if you're not a Japanese horror movie aficionado, you might not love it. Guar Zombie says, any sales lately? Cub actually was going to buy some stuff, he said. Hey, Sea Turtle, what are you doing in here? I don't know if he actually did. Let's go find out. Oh, yep, we actually did get some sales then. So that's fun. Okay. Meantime, why don't we grab our pearlescent mork here? Oh, the bubbles are disrupting me. Whoa! Suddenly that worked. But yeah, I've got the Bobby mod here, so I've got the long distance viewing. I love being able to look out in the distance and, like, see such landmarks as, like, the perimeter and TCG tournament area. Or Zadaf space sometimes when it actually loads in. I don't know why it's not loading in. Well, Zadaf space doesn't want to load in right now. But, or whatever Mumbo's thing is. Sometimes I have to land before stuff really, like, starts loading properly. I think the game prioritizes loading chunks better when you're stopped. But yeah, so I can see things kind of further distance when it actually works. But I'm not sure why it's not working. There it is. Why is it when I look this way it loads, but when I look over here it stops? Hold on. It's like there's like a directional pause button on looking around, or on chunk loading. But yeah. So yeah, just to get a sense of where my base is in relation to the shopping district and everything. There's Scarland, Mumbo's, Decked Out, Grions. Falses is back here, but it's not loaded in yet. That sort of thing. So, yep. Just as a quick reminder, too, if you've never seen a Joe Hill stream before, the camera gets bigger every time we hit a tipping milestone. We are currently $17 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Kindle says, have you updated Sodium and Indium? I don't use Indium. Nothing that's like for people who have like mods that depend on it. Sodium 5.2 came out yesterday and helps with the flickering chunk loading issue. I have been having a lot of flickering chunk loading. There, it's happening right there. Let me check what version of Sodium I'm using. Sodium 5.2. Nope. I did update it yesterday. I was like, did I update it yesterday or the day before and I just missed it? Nope, I updated it yesterday. I've got the new one and it's still causing me those troubles. Also, I don't know if Doc left me this warning. Like, is a horse's head in your pinball machine like a threat? Or is this a B-dubs or a scar thing? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Also, did future me send this as a message to myself? I can't imagine why I would do that. But I don't know. There's no comma. I feel like if I was leaving a message for my past self, I know how pedantic and troublesome I am when it comes to grammar. And I would have had a comma in there. So, I don't know. So it might be like, don't move it past me. Like, don't move it beyond the sign. Did I make the goat father angry? Who knows? Who can say? Yeah, just another fun layer to the horror game for children that is Minecraft. Good point, Carl Farless. Yep, Quill, that's... Yeah, okay. Okay, so, core concept. Welcome, false raiders. I hope you have enjoyed this brief tour of what I've been working on. Now it's time to actually, get to work. So, let's go over what I... Okay. As I'm looking at this, I actually think... I'm going to lower that there. Lower that outline post, because I'm mean. And that outline post is going to stay, because it's got the flipper there. So, I mean, if the ball goes out the right outlane, it's because you screwed up, right? That's on you. We can add a kicker back in the left outlane, too, if we decide that's appropriate, or like a ball save type thing. Am I sure I don't want to check under it for TNT first? Check under what? We just flew around inside the pinball machine. It's full of copper. I'm pretty sure the bottom of the cabinet's not a problem. And also, it'd be hard to hide anything under this glass. Like, okay. But yeah, so just as I'm looking at it, this feels a little cramped right here. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to lower this side. And then, now if we're going to do that, we need to lower the light and the rollover as well here. So let's try maybe here. And then we're going to lower that one too. Oh yeah, we can put the totem in the offhand if y'all like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sorry, that outline just wasn't wide enough. Classic problem, I know. Okay. So, yeah. Let's go back to the map then. Dang it, I just want to land and grab the map here. Okay. Have a good walk, Esther. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. Yeah, so that's a little wider now. So then with these pop bumpers here, I think there's a strong case to be made for swinging them back and around a little bit. What are the dots at the top of the back box? Oh, those are just sunlight holes that I poked and haven't bothered cleaning up. We need to pick that up too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can have a target here as well. It's primarily a large-scale model, but it will also be an elytra course when it's done. Okay, so the ball comes up and out from there. Okay, that's going to fix that to some degree. So... Okay. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Okay, so let's put. So there would be, in theory, some small lights underneath or in front of these as well to indicate if they had been hit. Well, that's a little unfortunate that that's going to fall, like, right there, but we'll make do. Okay. Okay, so ball comes up along that curve, then gets hugged up this way. Okay. Up and over. This is the second time we've had stuff spawning over there. Do we have anything lights-wise? That would... We don't. Okay. That's about what I expected. That doesn't need to be lit. That doesn't need to be lit. That doesn't need to be lit. Whereas this needs to be lit. So we'll light it. Okay. Okay. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to shorten some of this part here to make that curve quicker and lower. Let's revisit this bit though in particular. So what we're looking at here is this is effectively negative 2360. And this one's 2249. So if we open the calculator, it's 111. So if we go to the Minecraft circle generator, dun, 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 dun. You don't necessarily want it to be a perfect circle, but oh no, don't type 14,111 in there. It'll break the pixel circle generator. Okay. I just wanted 111. Okay. Okay, welcome, Justin. Okay, so it seems like we have this going 2 blocks too far that way. So the first thing we do is move all this down to, but what that doesn't fix, what that does not fix is the fact that we still need that stopper to drop the ball in the pops. Okay. One player asleep. It's me. Tango. Tango joined the game. It was never ever the same. After that. Tango left the game. No one ever knew why he left. Okay. So, what I kind of want to do here is have this just come around hard this way. Boom, boom. If I have this go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that doesn't quite get us to the halfway point here, but that gets us far enough. So if we can easily drop this whole bit down here without any real penalty. I know I'm just going back on what I had earlier, but it's not exactly going to end up where it was. So I don't feel too dumb about it. I do feel kind of dumb. But let's just eyeball this for a second. So we want to have this curve hit dun 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 dun. Do 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 dun 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 dun. Ba-bum. So if we want the ball to drop into the pops, let's try grabbing that. We don't want to be overthinking this. We just want to have the hard stopper deflecting the ball down there at an angle like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, having gotten that sorted. Oh. Duh. Okay, this is easy. We just route the ball from that side through there. So we have this curve here. Swing the ball around from back there. And how would we do that? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then let's say we had this come here. Okay. Okay, so we're basically going to have these two things intersect. Oh, I think we're all very excited for Decked Out to be done. Don't worry about that. Okay. I've done so much loop making and whatnot on the terraforming for the perimeter. That now I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna freeform. I'm gonna freehand this curve, and it'll be fine. And you know what? It's turning out fine. We don't need complicated mathematical models for circles, because honestly, this shouldn't be properly circular anyway. And somehow, I lost the torch. Not sure how that happened, but okay. Is that getting too steep too fast? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're gonna just... because we gotta have a little bit wider radius on the outer bit here. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let me just get some perspective on this. I think I'm still a little bit short. Not by much though. I think I want to actually make this steeper. Now that it's higher up. And I probably should have been using the tool to reclaim these throughout this process, so I wouldn't run out. Womp womp. That's on me. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be much better. Oh, this should come out further that way, too. Jenna B says, hello, first time ever watching you. We've been watching HermitCraft from many different perspectives and wanted to watch you as well. Well, thank you, Jenna B. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. My base is just south of the shopping district here, so if you've watched a lot of perspectives of HermitCraft, you've seen our shopping district. Beyond that over there is Scar's Castle, Docks Perimeter. B-Dubs is a starter house, and Horse Farm is back here. But if we come back around, I wanted to get a little bit of height. My starter house is actually the spooky one with the little forest here. I wanted to see if we had left any leaves down here anyway, because we need some birch leaves real quick. Justin says, dude, I love pinball. I'm low-key nerding out. Awesome, Justin. Yeah, I also enjoy pinball quite a bit. I try to go to a few tournaments a month. It's a lot of fun. I am ranked like about 2400th in the world right now, which is okay. It's not great, but it's not like terrible either. I got down to 2200th at one point. That was my highest rank ever. So, okay. Let's fly back toward the pinball machine there. Now that we got those additional leaves. Okay, this pinball machine is going to be called Deep Field because it's based on space telescopes and their observations of the electromagnetic spectrum. Welcome, Bentley Phillips. Glad you could join us. Okay, so let's also grab these maps real quick so we can get an updated feel for how this all fits together. Looks like we haven't affected that lower map there at all. And this is still a work in progress and mostly under this overhang anyway. Okay, well, one thing that is jumping out at me is this should actually swing back out this way here. Like, this should not, like, we need to actually maybe cut that lower. Whoops. Like, it should be, more like this, maybe. Or it actually should be running in parallel to that. So that's more of a 3-3. Yeah, this is arguably too wide here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it needs to actually start coming back out around here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that's getting a little bit wide there. So we need to round that one last bit there up a little bit. Well, I'm glad you liked and subscribed. Thank you. So this so we have a continuous slope there, but that needs to go 3, 3, 3, 3, and then like 4, 4, or 4, 5 here. I think. It needs to be up and aligned with that to make this more curved looking. Yeah, I think that works better. Okay. So, spinner ball goes up here. Okay. So, that goes there and hits that, which will bump the ball down that way. Now, the only thing we don't really have sorted entirely is beyond the kinetic sling disc here. Okay, actually, we need to push to make this curve look right. We need to have this be back here earlier. Oh, way earlier. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's much better. Okay. Bentley Phillips says, how much time have you spent building this? Probably about a year. But I mean, I've also been like traveling across the country to do research and play rare pinball machines and stuff like that too. So it's not like just building time, it's research and travel and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I figure if you're going to build something in Minecraft, it should be something worth, you know, exploring over. Okay. So to make that shot on the trap ball not impossible, we need to move the pop bumpers up and over. And we also need to move this scoop back now. But that's okay, because this is all going to come together and work at the end. So let's drop off these extra leaves. It's our friend Scar. Howdy, Scar. Scar loves being greeted. It's his favorite thing. So we have to greet him every time or he gets very sad. Okay, so we're going to grab some more of these. Okay. Extra blue concrete. Great, great, great. Extra birch doors. Those might actually come in handy up here on the pinball flippers. Looks so much better with the birch doors there. Okay. Okay, so saucer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where'd I screw that up? Too many right there. Okay, so we're gonna clean those up now. Okay, so then we rip this out. Okay. So this thing is going to end up getting moved, but we're not on that yet. Of course, I've got extra bone blocks. Why wouldn't I? Okay. So the most important thing to keep in mind is from here, we want to have a clear path into this. We want this to kick out toward there, which means that lower circle is going to need to move up. Okay. Okay. So, saucer here, we move this circle up. Okay. Now, you might say, how do you move that up, Joe? Like this, kinda. If we wanted to give it enough room, okay, I think what we need to do here is give it enough room that without blocking that one is the crucial item. We rotate that up, we bring that there. Evanetta, sorry to hear that you're going to have to look for a new job. Good luck to you with that. That's a bit of a challenge, but hopefully nothing you can't overcome. Okay, so let's say I've wanted to kind of have a fourth pop bumper in here anyway. And this does give us a little extra room. It also gives us room to put targets on this side here. So there's kind of two ways we can do this. If we rotate the pops so that we pull this target over and in more. Good afternoon, Echoing Clock. Glad you could join us. Okay, so let's say we move that target over and in more. And then this is just a straight 45. kind of bring it up and around a little bit here. Okay. Oh, so you're just filling in until they found a permanent employee. That's fair. Okay, let's put some of the stuff that we don't need, like right now, like these, back in there for the moment. Okay. So then if we wanted to, we could have... a target in here. Or something. Core concept. Okay, so we've got a target there. Okay, we want this to be able to eject straight that way, so we are actually going to remove that. Definitely have to remove this one. And by extension, then this one's going to have to go too. So I guess the problem is, if we move... If we remove that... There's not really space. We can't block the line of sight here, which means we need... Okay, I think we know for a fact we're going to have to move this one. So let's just pick it up. It's not going to be in the right space no matter what we do. Okay, so now let's fly around like a pinball for a minute. So, from this flipper... Now we have an unconstrained shot on the trap ball there. From this flipper, you could try backhanding up into here, but you're not going to have the acceleration for it easily. unless you're real good at what you do, and you got some force coming in. From here, definitely be able to shoot that. So this up and around bit maybe is... Because I was kind of thinking we could put some targets over here to hit with the pups. But that doesn't really... how many targets could we fit here if we wanted? Something like... fit 3 targets up here, running along here if we wanted. We don't necessarily want that, but we could. Okay. And how much space would the ball need? I mean... Okay, so this is also something, is the way that we have this arced right now, it wouldn't necessarily actually go where we want it to. Okay, so we need to tweak the angle on that to make it sharper, which is doable. We need to add a second or third pop bumper back in. The most logical place for that additional pop bumper would probably be over here, where this target is now. So, let's see. If we wanted to have this pop bumper here be partially enclosed, the diagonal point would probably be something like that. Then we'd have it, whoops, like this, like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 1, 2. Where did I count this out wrong? Was that 6? It was. Okay. Does that still give you the angle you need, though, to hit that? Maybe it would be tight. You might need to. I mean, if I'm a ball centered here, I am going for that. Feel like I'm grazing the pop there, but it might not be. It might just be. It might trigger it. It might not. I don't know. I mean, one option is to move the pop in a little bit under the guard here. Run. Okay. I feel like I'm 90% here on this. We pull that one back slightly, bring that one up and over, and then we maybe add a fourth one. If we bring this back just one. Welcome, ZL. Glad you could join us. Okay. Yeah, that definitely feels a little better there. Okay, so when the ball comes up and off of that and gets deflected down into the pops here. So this pop, yeah, that's tight, but it's doable. So this one, though, could start. Oh, it can't go higher than that, though. Okay. Can't be closer than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that gonna get in the way of this, though? That would be tight, but it would technically fit, I think. No, that's definitely crowding it. Okay. How much further would it need to go to not be crowding it, though? Not much, because, like, from right here to there... I mean, that's... That's tight, but that's not wildly so. Let's move the whole thing over a little. Like 4 blocks, maybe. That's just enough to... Oh, that's going to definitely intersect the other one then, though. I mean, not exactly, but yeah, it comes darn close. I mean, there's a pretty compelling case here to shift the Chandra a bit over a scotch. Okay. From down here, there is a clean shot on that as long as that flipper's down. Otherwise, you're going to create problems for yourself, to say the least. Excuse me. Okay, so that's going to come up and around here. Bump the bumper. That feels too... I feel like we have to move this down one. Yeah. So if we did a diamond, is this one offset at all from that other one? No, those two are actually perfectly aligned. So if this one was also aligned 2 off from that one, so at the midpoint. Is that going to be in the way of the shot there? Okay, so let's say that I'm coming from here. I am going for that right there. Welcome, Lone Courier. Okay, I think that we should be in the clear here. Let's find out, though. Fastest way to figure this out is just to do it. Okay. I feel like we need more rollovers or something for this to make sense better. But Okay. Oh, this is kind of a lot. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff right now, and I believe it's generally okay. Like I said, I might move this one down one here. Okay. Oh, no, I gotta remove that. Okay. That feels a little right. Do we actually need the lock or that guard there? I'm not sure we do, actually. Let's go ahead and pull that and see how it feels without it. Now there is also the possibility of like putting another target or something here. We're not doing TCG Tuesday this week. Unfortunately, Cub had some stuff going on. So we're having a chill playfield work day. Let's swap that out real quick. Yeah, this needs to be steeper at the end here, is one of the things I'm realizing too. Because it's supposed to steer the ball up and over back into there. So it's got to have a steeper incline. So then, okay. So yeah, we remove that. Oh boy. Okay, these slime lights aren't really lined up anymore either. Because of the way we've changed the angle of approach here. I feel like it needs to be like more this way. Coming from that flipper. Something like that, maybe? Yeah. We need to play with it. Whoa, almost just knocked over my drink. And that was out of excitement because we got our first PayPal tip of the stream. Thank you so much. Let's see who that's from. Loading up the PayPal app manually on the phone. Looks like it's from Lauren. So thank you very much, Lauren. That is going to get us to $13. We are now 7 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We've been going for about 80 minutes now. Sorry, I'm like super focused on like trying to make this right, and I'm not like quite as conversational as I would be sometimes. Figure this is a good chill workday stream though. Oh, I screwed that up. The distance there is not the same. I was like, why does that feel off? Because it is off. Okay. So let's go put these back both down on here and see how we feel about what we're looking at. We have fixed the slings to be taller, which they should be. We have moved up both sets of, what do you call those? Outlanes, maybe more than we needed to. We've added some yellow targets throughout the playfield here. We've got the pops moved around significantly. And some new lights toward our gamma ray target, so that's fun. Okay. Will the lights be from lighted blocks or adding lights from glow lichen onto the place blocks? Don't know yet. It would be really cool to actually use like redstone lamps for a lot of the lights. I'm not sure how those look under tinted glass though. With or without shaders too. Have I taken a hydration break yet? No, not yet. But not really needing one at the moment. Okay. So each of these would also have like a yellow light. Sadly, these are going to end up like awkwardly on the ledges here, just the way that came together. For each of these. Yep. Leo Larson tips SEK27, who says, still streaming and grinding today. Respect. Let's find out what that is in U.S. Abacus Speeds. That's 3 U.S. Abacus Speeds. Thank you very much, Leo Larson. That puts us now 4 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. So thank you very much. Okay. Welcome, Mantua Maker. thank you for leaving that nice comment in the Discord about visiting your end city, your first end city. I'm glad that playing with us all created such a fantastic opportunity for you. So, and I appreciate you taking the time to share that. So thanks. We are just kind of deep in thought here on the pinball machine at the moment. You know what, while I'm back here, why don't I need to clear these blocks out anyway. These are left over from the, when I had the dimensions off slightly. So we can just, I don't need to think to remove these. I can do that on my own. Okay, so with 4 pops, that might seem like, oh boy, it's going to pop forever. But if you get into the lock, if we get in, I'm just thinking about like how this would play in real life. And so we've got these 3 targets here that you can hit from the pops. We've got the kinetic sling disc you can hit from the pops. We've got the fact that if it bounces this way, it's probably going to go into this saucer, which is going to eject it out to here. Actually, is it funnier if it ejects it up to... I wonder if that would work. If it could eject it up to there, and then... probably not smart. But I like the idea that if it gets in this saucer, it goes straight down here, and then you're kind of back into like, uh-oh, possible trouble, might need a nudge. So this is feeling pretty good on the whole. Okay. Dang it. Probably should pick up this glass while we're down here anyway. That's just being a courteous server player. In a real pinball machine, how big is the space between the pops with respect to the ball? If these are the standard dome shape, the space between them seems about approximately the diameter of the ball. Yeah, they're not too far apart. I mean, you can do them further apart. But, yeah. Yep, I'm down here in slot 9 putting the hot in the hot bar until we hit our first tipping milestone. We actually need to do the last call for tips because I got to go pick up my kid from school shortly. But tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. This is my 4th hour of streaming today, and we are $4 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. So tips would be deeply appreciated. Mantua Maker writes, ancient cities are no joke. Took me almost 2 shulkers of wool. Had 3 warnings, but no wardens. Hey, good for you. Okay, I think our inventory is a little full here. Let's go empty the extra glass so we're not completely full. Okay. Get rid of this like random stray bone block here. You actually need more slime blocks, if anything, though. I was trying to bounce off the slime there and did not succeed. Womp, womp, womp. Okay. Just looking at this from another angle as a quick sanity check. It feels like we're going in the right direction. I'll say that. Jenna B, welcome back. We're about to be wrapping up the stream in about 10 minutes here myself. So, yeah. Okay. So let's go grab more rockets. And then grab the maps here real quick. For flyover to check those lights and stuff here. Yeah, that feels about right. These lights don't feel blatantly wrong. Now, here's the question, though, is if, like, I flew straight up here. Does that line up right? It does. So, I mean, then, at that point, in theory, I could also come up here and be like... We can extend all the lines on the roof here. And it won't be perfect, but it'll kind of work. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to do that right now. But just as a proof of concept, we've... Because this is a bad place to be at night. We're not staying up here at night. Uh-oh. This is how we get more holes in the roof. One player asleep already. Cool, cool, cool. In fact, we have more holes than we should on the roof. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. So I think the next step is going to be to record an intro and then start like literally just punching holes in the playfield. Like showing where the holes will be in the playfield, and like we put in like the flippers or the star posts or the slings or what have you. Good B location, Ren. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like the flipper bats would be metal and go up through there. We might need to make some more iron blocks, actually. Do you have some iron to smelt? I presumably have iron somewhere. Yeah. So we can get these blocks of iron. Can you make blocks of raw iron out of chunks of iron? You can, right? I'm not like doing anything I can't ever fix if I cook a bunch of these, right? I don't think I would be. Uh-oh. Totem in the offhand. Elytra, stop not working. If you smelt it, you can't put it back to raw. Yeah, but I still have like... I still have all those... I still have all those... I have like 10 stacks of unbroken iron ore. I just don't feel like fortune 3ing it right now. Does that make sense? So it's like I could make new raw iron blocks by breaking that ore later if I needed to, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we want to feed stuff into the furnaces here. The furnaces are gone. Why are the furnaces gone? I know why the furnaces are gone. It's because I was trying to get experience, and I thought I put them back, and I clearly did not. So now the question is, where have the furnaces gone? I think they theoretically ended up in the shulkers down here, right? 1, 2... That one didn't. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that'll let us make the iron. We're going to need a lot of raw iron for this next bit. Although I'm also tempted to kind of use andesite for certain types of brushed metal. Because like, I feel like this looks like a good brushed metal texture. It's got a little bit of reflectivity. And then for certain other types of metal, like darker metal, I'm using coral, which I think looks good. But we might want iron for some of it. Anyway. I also haven't figured out what these 6 targets are going to spell yet. space exclamation point. I might actually end up having to remove one of those for space reasons, so we'll see. Is there anywhere I can stand on the server where I have a view of the machine from like up and to the side? Like, okay, so I think what we want to do for replay mod purposes is we're going to disconnect. Then we're going to reconnect. And then we're going to fly up to approximately where that space would be if it existed. Just fly up. Now, it'd be great if these chunks, loaded. Or what have you. Now, once they have been loaded, they should stay loaded, but... Welcome, Neon Wyvern. We're wrapping up in a few minutes. We've already done last call for tips. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school shortly, so... Can't really... That's a pretty hard stop for the stream. The not being a negligent parent, hard stop. Okay, so like from here... there's still some chunks that aren't coming in. I don't know why that is. Okay. So... At this point we can disconnect now. Wait for that replay file to get saved. Okay. Okay, so let's pause. And go to this point. Let's see if we can get replay mod to load in all the chunks. They're going. I want to get like a good screenshot of this for use on like Twitter. It's like the better a view I have of the side of the machine, the harder it is to show the playfield. Is part of what it comes down to, though. Okay. Video settings. Let's turn the render distance way up for a second. Apply. Done. Okay. Well, it is basically time to wrap up the stream. Just as a reminder, if you want to know when I'm streaming next, I have a calendar at joehills.net/soon, where you can see what my next stream is. My next stream is going to be with Cleo at 8:30 tomorrow morning, U.S. Central Time. I talked to Cleo, confirmed we're definitely doing a stream tomorrow, and she's got some exciting house hunting stories to tell. So if you want to hear about Cleo's house hunting journey, we are going to have an opportunity to hear all about how Scotland is for buying houses. So I am very excited about that. I've also got some stuff. I'm going to get her caught up on what we've been doing over at the perimeter. So I think that that will be a lot of fun. Jenny says, the calendar's great. I used it to figure out when you streamed today. I failed to properly convert the time zone, but that's on me. That's fair. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Technologic, thank you for the last minute tip. That is going to get us $6 past our first face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. D-da-dee-da-dee, D-da-dee-da-dee. Alrighty, thank you so much, Technologic. Well, folks, it has been a real blast, but I must go so I'm not late or last for picking up my kid. Until next time, y'all, this has been Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Are there any other hermits live right now? It looks like Rendog is streaming right now at Rendog TV. Unofficial raid over to Ren via twitch.tv/RendogTV. So until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. And our raid message is, howdy, Ren, unofficial Joe raid here. So...